Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Clever's Piano Explorer Show, episode 10. Wow, it has been very long since I have made episode 9, so sorry about that, guys. So, unfortunately, it has been so long that I don't even remember where my February 2019 issue is, so I couldn't find it. So, episode 10, we're going to do March 2019, not February 2019. Hopefully, I can find it. So, if I do, then I'm gonna notify you guys, and I will make a video. All right? Okay. So let's get started. The Clever's Piano Explorer March 2019. Clever Piano Explorer composer is, drumroll please, Amy Chimney Beach. Now, I actually did not know this composer and actually never heard of her. So there are two composers in today's issue. There is Amy Chimney Beach and Johannes Brahms. I think that's how you say it. Okay, so unfortunately, I think we don't have enough storage to do. Actually, no, I do have storage, but I don't think it has enough time. I don't think I have enough time to do both composers. So I'm going to divide it from part 1, which is Amy Chimney Beach, and then part 2, which is Johannes Brahms, okay? So you want to see the jokes, and then it's going to be the Brahms, which is part 2. Okay, let's get started. American pianist and composer, Amy Beach. Amy Marcy Cheney, who later was known by her married name of Amy Beach, is an important American pianist and composer you may not know. She was born to a well-off family in New Hampshire in the late 1800s. Okay. So, a child prodigy, even as a baby, it was clear that Amy was incredibly musically talented. By the age of 1, she could sing 40 songs. That's impressive. She taught herself to read by age 3, and when she was 4, she composed 3 waltzes for the piano. Isn't that amazing? I started composing when I was in 4th grade, and she already started composing 3 waltzes at the age of 4. I mean, that's so unbelievable. She's just like a girl version of Mozart, right? Yeah. She said, "I have been visiting my grandfather's farm in Maine. When I returned home, I told my mother I had made 3 waltzes. She didn't believe me at first, as there was no piano within miles of the farm. I explained that I had written them in my head and proved it by playing them on the piano." Despite her obvious talent, her parents were very strict and would not allow her to take piano lessons until she was 6. She was soon playing the music of Handel, Beethoven, and Chopin in public recitals and continuing to compose her own music. After one recital was reviewed in a music journal, several agents wanted her to tour as a concert pianist. Her parents refused because they did not think that was suitable for their daughter. So, her parents are probably like, no, this is not a good idea for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I wonder what they want her to be. Okay, moved to Boston. When Amy was 8 years old, her family moved to Boston, where she was able to study with some of the finest pianists of the day. She made her Boston concert debut when she was 16. It was a huge success. If she had been a talented boy at the time, she probably would have been sent to study in one of the great European music conservatories. I think conservatories. Yeah. Her teachers suggested this, but her parents said no. Wow. I think I feel bad for her because she's musically talented, and her parents are not making her she's just wasting it, and her parents won't allow her to do that. Just keep it. Like, that's just wrong, according to my opinion. A self-taught composer. While Beach studied with several great pianists, she only had one composition teacher. However, she taught herself as much as she could about composing. She read every book she could find and even translated them from French to English. She once said that she copied and memorized whole scores of symphonies to learn as much as she can. Wow. I am astonished. Marriage. When she was 18 years old, she married a doctor named Henry Harris Aubrey Beach. Well, that's an early age to marry. He was 42 and had very strong ideas about what was suitable for his wife to do. He insisted that she live as a high society wife and never teach piano. She would only give 2 public recitals a year and donate the profits to charity. When she performed or composed, her name was listed as Mrs. H.H.A. Beach. Despite these restrictions, she loved her husband, and he did encourage her to continue composing. She once said, it was he more than anyone else who encouraged my interest upon the field of musical composition in the larger forms. It was pioneer work, at least for this country, for a woman to do. This was unfortunately all too common for talented women composers of the time. Fanny Mendelssohn, the sister of Felix Mendelssohn, also faced similar restrictions as a musician, becoming famous as a composer. Despite all of this, her enormous talent prevailed. When Beach was 25, she had her first major success as a composer with her Mass in E-flat major. Newspapers soon were calling her one of America's best composers. Her next work was the Gallic Symphony, which was the first symphony composed by an American woman. It includes Irish folk melodies. The Boston Symphony premiered it with great success. Another major achievement came when she performed her piano concerto at the Boston Symphony, with the Boston Symphony. Okay, later years. In 1910, her husband died, and shortly after that, her mother did as well. There were 2 people who were most opposed to her public performances, and she soon began giving concerts in Europe. Upon her return to America, she also taught music lessons. She was a leader in many music organizations and promoted music education and the efforts of American women composers. She also frequently spoke and performed at schools and music clubs. Almost forgotten. Although she had over 300 published works, and was considered America's greatest female composer. Her music was largely forgotten for many years after her death in 1944. In recent years, however, interest in her music has grown. Her music is gaining recognition, and people are realizing what an incredible musician she was. So, she was born in September 5th, 1867, and died in December 27th, 1944. And this is her. And I don't even remember if I showed you guys the cover, but this is the cover. And yeah, so Amy Beach was a rather tiny woman who looked a little like Queen Victoria in her later years. Like a little like Queen Victoria in her later years. I don't know why I said that again. She had small hands but could really move over the keys. Mary Louise Bone, an American pianist who helped bring Beach's music back to public eye in the late 20th century, once said that Beach's music, in a nutshell, had color, beautiful sound, control, and nice melody. There is a certain spiritual quality that comes through. She was very much a sincere person. Every note means something. Her music. She wrote a great deal of music, including orchestral, solo piano, chamber music, choral works, and songs. Her songs were perhaps the most popular during her lifetime, and she wrote over 200 of them. One of them had over 1,000 performances. A few of her many works include Piano Concerto in C-sharp minor, Gaelic Symphony, Children's Album, Piano, Children's Carnival, Piano, Piano Quintet, Mass in E-flat major, Valse Caprice, Piano, and variations on Balkan themes, piano. If you want to listen to this, then go to www.perforkids.com, which is, I think, this website over here. Yes, okay. Alright, so, sorry, just had a notification that my iPad was almost out of battery. So, this is the website over here, Clavers Piano Explorer website. So if you want to order these issues, go to this, and the current issue right now is May-June 2019, which I have over here. So I'll make a video about that soon. Okay? Alright. And that is all what we have today. Thank you for watching, guys, and this episode will continue in part 2. So remember to watch that too, guys. Okay? Bye!